All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee and Craps. What a whirlwind. What a whirlwind. I don't know. Let me see here. I don't have my chats up this morning. There we go. Hey, there. I can see you all now. What a whirlwind this morning was, right? I'll tell you this morning series is kind of cool. Like, I like getting up in the morning, having a cup of coffee, and going out there and throwing. It's great. Of course, I overslept a little bit this morning, so I was kind of off kilter a little bit. But I like the rhythm of kind of getting up, throwing. To me, like, throwing dice is really cathartic. I'm not sure about y'all, but I was talking to George from CY yesterday. That guy's thrown like 40,000 rolls this year or something. And I'm like, what, 3,000 into my series here. I just like throwing. Like it's very, like I said, it's cathartic. It's kind of like, it's like John time, you know? And now I got the music out there. I got my Alexa going and I'm just rocking out. And I just like it. Even if I suck, I like it. It's just it's to me, like having a table and practicing DI, it's not stressful at all. It isn't like it's a worthless pursuit. I'm just having a good time with it, and I think it's fun. Today, not great, right? Not a great day. We didn't look too good this morning out there, but so what? It's to me, and the only thing that's really sucks about it the most is that I can't see your chats. That's the thing that sucks about it the most. Let me actually switch over here, and we'll start the actual kind of content here. But the fact that I can't see your chats kind of bums me out because. I'm sure you're just talking about other stuff, right, with each other, but it'd be nice to just kind of hang out. Like, to me, it's like, I don't know. I live in Seattle, so, you know, coffee's a big thing out here. Everybody gets together for coffee. Like, they meet at the coffee shops and you sit around and use BS before work. A lot of people meet at Starbucks at like 6 a.m., talk for an hour, have coffee with their clatch, and off they go. I feel like that's our show. Like, that's the garage thing is going to be like that for us. Let's get together. I'll throw, you talk. It'll just be fun and it's all good. I would just like to freaking roll better. Like, today was 4 something SRR today. It was so bad. I think we had 17 sevens and like 11 fours and tens. It was just boogers out there. It was so freaking bad. I couldn't even believe it. That happens, right? And the thing is, what I like about what I'm doing, and hopefully you like the same thing. Maybe, I don't know. I like the fact that we're doing the same strategy, pretty much unaltered. Like, no thinking, just disciplined strategy 4 or 5 days in a row. It gives you a really good look at what works and what doesn't work. Like, sometimes I get lucky out here in the morning and we'll roll it out 410 Bank Street. Hey, that shit worked. I'm playing that, right? Then you see it like over 400 or 500. Actually, I've done 500 rolls of it now. Over 500 rolls of it. It's taking us an average of 60 something rolls to lose about $1,000. Okay. That strategy has proven to be, it's a good one. If the rhythm is right, if the fours and tens are coming, that strategy is great. If you get the rhythm, and today you can see, like, today was a really good look at what ping ponging looks like. And I say this to you a lot. In the strategy with the 4 and 10, they do equate. 6 ways to roll a 4 or 10, 6 ways to roll a 7. They're 1 for 1. Today they came one after the other until the 7 did 3 in a row. You have a strategy that relies on even distribution like that, and it ping pongs wins and losses, you're going to get destroyed. And you saw that today because the wins aren't enough to cover the losses. And that, unless those bets are way higher, right? Unless we're out there where the wins cover 250 each, you may have to go out there with a bigger bankroll. I may have to go out there with 250 on the easies and 200 on the hard ways to make that thing work. You cannot go out there, I don't think, with an undervalued bet and make it happen. It's also good to look at that from the lens of, if you're running like just a 6 and 8, let's say you're at your 6 and 8 are $12 each or whatever, and you're in the same bet. The 7 wins too often to make those worthwhile, right? Your losses don't outpace your wins when the 7 takes charge like that. So anyway, there's that. Skill luck. I can see your chats here. I'm going to answer this question here. I can't see them out there in the garage. I'm not sure if you're referring to something that's been said earlier today in here. In the garage skill, the way my table is set up, it's a huge table, obviously, and the wires that I have, I swear to God, the wires that I've got barely reach the computer. Ian has seen it, Jen has seen it. The wires, I'm like, I gotta run it under the table, and the cameras are set up to where if I move the computer, the cameras will turn off because the wires don't quite reach. And I'm old, and it's like 4.5 feet away from me, and it's a 13-inch monitor. So the chats are like super tiny and I can't see them. They're just too far away unless I lean all the way in, and then it's creepy and weird. So I can't see the chats in the garage. So in the morning show when I'm throwing, right now I can't see them. I've got some work planned out there with new camera mounts and a new like shelf for the computer to go on, where I'll be able to see chats while I'm throwing. But for right now, I'm throwing in the dark, basically. I'm just throwing in the dark where I can't see you. I can't see what you're saying. So I will get there at some point where we can have a more interactive type of thing. So that's the reason for that. It's just that it's just not a great setup in the garage just yet. I'm working on it. I bought some new camera mounts. I bought some of the things for the wall, like the soundproofing, not foam, but I bought soundproofing panels for the wall. So I'll start getting rid of the echo. I got a new microphone coming today. So like I use a lapel mic that's around my neck actually for down here. I bought the same mic for the garage because the computer that I've got in the garage now won't take a microphone. I had that weird, you'll see it. It's a hokey setup. I'll get more professional as we go. So there it is. I think that's it. Waylon is saying $100, 410, $25. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing 75 and 50, not 125. The problem is there's no 7 coverage, right? And you're doing the thing, Waylon, where you've got the 4 and 10 plus the 7. That's not this strategy. The 410 bank tree doesn't have the 7 in there at all. Maybe it should. Maybe it should be more of a hybrid type of thing where you're getting a little bit of juice on both ends of that thing. I don't know. I think this strategy has merit, but I think the bet amounts are wrong. The bet amounts are really cool in terms of the payout, getting a black or a purple when it wins, but it's just, it's proving to be too volatile. It's too much here or here. There's nothing, and when you're in the middle, it sucks. When you're here, it sucks. You've got to be on the right side of the 7, otherwise you get beat because the bet amounts are wrong. So I'm going to play with the bet amount some and just see. So anyway, yeah, still dark show. That's right. Time for the dark side stuff. Let's go back and talk some stuff. Right on the screen here, Friday Night Fights. One quick reminder. Colonel Potter and Ziggy are both agreed. I think we're going to start at 7 or 7:30 Pacific. I think. I forget who it was. One of them has work and doesn't get home till 7 o'clock Pacific time, I think. I'll double check chats. That game might be at 7 o'clock on Friday instead of at 6. So just let you know there. Daily paycheck so far, the 410 Bank Street has not done well. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and show you this because I am logging things out and I want to make sure that we are completely transparent here. So give me a second here to get this logged up. And I'll change screens for you so you can see it. All right, here we go. I think, can you see that? Let's put today's numbers in. Today's numbers were, what is this? This is 10-6. This is what I'm doing every day. 10-6, 2022. We lost 24.50 today. 49% loss, which is shit. Minus 24.50, minus 24.50. We had how many rolls today? 72 rolls. 72 rolls. And again, we had 7 wins, 17 to 11, 4.56 SRR. All of the wins were ping pong. So we got nada in the parlays. So here's how I'm tracking this, right? So look at this, 59 rolls on average we're spending on this strategy. If you're gonna do a daily paycheck thing, you cannot go out there and be out there for 59, 60, 96, 80. You can't be out there for that many rolls. If you're daily paycheck in this thing, you cannot be exposed for that long. That time exposure is stupid, right? So this shows me, we lost money. Overall, we lost a bunch of money. We had a couple of wins, and we had 3 straight losses, and they were progressively worse losses. We lost half our bankroll over the course, and we would have lost it all if it wasn't 8 o'clock in the morning and I had to come down here. Average number of rolls, almost 60. That's too long. You cannot daily paycheck it with 60, 70, 80, 90 rolls. There's no way to do this. So for that reason alone, I think that strategy, I like it at those levels, but it's got to be revisited. We got to revisit the bet amounts, and we got to revisit the gameplay style. So I think it's got merit. I think I need to call Waylon on the phone and let's work it out. Let's get this thing fixed. And as I said, I like it, but I got to roll 4s and 10s, man. That's it. There you go. For daily 110 inside, one hitting down. Hell, why not go 1100 inside, take one hitting down, and be out there with 350 a day, right? That's what I'm talking about. You got to be in and be out. For a daily paycheck, you got to be in and be out, and you got to be able to last. Now, if you do this, Victor, and what I found in here, when I won on 410, I win early. I come out with a easy 4, maybe a 7, hard way, easy 4, and I'm out in 10 rolls. That's when it works well. If you go 110 inside or 1100 inside, and you go down right away, now you got to win 2-3 times to make up. Craps, right? It's craps. It's hard. It's a hard game. Turns out. All right. So next thing I want to talk to you about is this. Let's go here. I'll total this up for you tomorrow. And this is the wrong screen, but I'm going to show you something fun. I did a daily dose of DI the other day. I'm just going to change the words here. Give me a second. I can't do it in real time. I want to bring a picture in for you. It's going to cover my face, but I think it's important. We talk about the casinos not really caring so much about DIs. You tell me if they care. You tell me if the casinos care about DI. And I'm going to kind of try and zoom into this thing if I can. Can you see over here? If I zoom in, can you see that? Maybe you can't. Let's try and do that. There we go. Look at what the sign says, everybody. The sign says, this is a new casino in Reno that just opened up. I can't wait to go to this casino and be an asshole. This is where I'm going to do the thing, right? $10 minimum, which is great, okay? 3, 4, 5 odds, whatever. Look at the sign below. No setting, no sliding, or lobbing the dice. Now, we said casinos don't care about dice setters because they know that we suck and we're going to lose money over time, right? We've said that. Casinos don't care. They know you guys can't do it. They don't believe in it. Well, that's bullshit. Look at this. No setting. Fine, I get setting can take some time. No sliding. Sliding is cheating. I get that. No lobbing the dice. Now we're getting into like you got to throw a certain way. They may as well put in an electronic arm at that place. That's horrible. I can't wait to go there and set the dice and throw my throw and see what causes them to bitch at me and give me heat. I want to know, and I'm going to ask them point blank. So I thought this wasn't real because it's not about time. It ain't about cheating. Right? Sliding is cheating, I get that. Everything else there, setting and lobbing, that ain't cheating. That's throwing the dice like that's, right? That's some bullshit right there. So we're going to go check that out. I'll be in Reno, I think on the way to or the way from Vegas when I go for the Craps for the Cure. I'm playing there for sure. So, and let's see, Duracell, I'm going to go here because I think it's a good point. He says, if I play Craps, you have the daily paycheck and let others play along. That's cool. Dude, you're right on the thing. Can we do that? Can we agree to that? Like that'd be kind of a neat thing, right? If I'm going to play XYZ strategy, and you all play Crapsy with me, but play the same thing just with the slight variations, we can do some live testing of like 4 different ways of playing it. That right there, my friend. That's content. That's some YouTube content shit that nobody else is doing. What a great idea. Oh my God, I wish I could. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to do what I did with Brian. I'm going to screenshot that comment. So, oh no. Let me go back up here. Let me do a screenshot because I don't want to forget that you said that, Duracell. Give me a second. This is like live action stuff. I'm saving that for sure. Yeah, so lobbing, you're saying lobbing uses the eyes up level. I get that, right? You can't lob over their heads because it takes their eye. I get that part of it. If they're talking about a soft toss though, a lob toss, I want to know that. I want to know if that's what they're getting at. So I want to play that casino my way and see which toss types they start yelling at you for. I want to know if that's real or not. So anyway, there we go. All right. Yeah. Hopefully it's an eye level thing. If that's what it is, if lobbing means eye level, then I'm cool with it. If lobbing means you can't throw them soft, that's going to be, if they're going to tell me you got to hit the back wall at 2 miles an hour or something, that's some bullshit, right? So we'll find out if you guys are all saying the right things. If that's all that it is, then my rant is not warranted. If it's not that, then I'll let you know. All right, let's go here. Let's have some fun. Badass Craps moves. Today we're going to run into, we're going to get 2 don't pass bets today, or 2 don't bets today. We're going to use a move that there's 2 ways to get there. And I want to talk through both ways again. One is going to be the Patrick system. One's going to be more of the way that skill and luck plays. I'm going to give you 2 options here. Maybe this becomes 2 moves. It probably does become 2 moves. Let's go to the short version of the table. I'm going to show you the 2 moves, and you tell me in chat if you want this to be two separate don't pass moves to evaluate or just one. Bring the coffee over here and let me get set up. Excuse me. That coffee's hot as hell. And by the way, I'm going to bring Mr. Nasty into us here. Don't luck Charlie. This is all you see is his hat. It's a skull with an American flag cowboy hat. So that's my good luck charm today, Mr. Nasty. He's going to help me out today. Put him over here. He's going to be our watcher of the dice. So here's the move. We want to get, I think, now this is, again, I'm going to put our Texas Dicer chip out there for good luck. My ideal thing is flat betting. I love the flat bet on the don't. And I know that a lot of people prefer odds on the don't. Okay. What's a better bet? What's a better bet? On the 5, let's say the 5 or 9, right? Is this a better bet? $10 flat and 15 in odds. Okay. Is that a better bet? I'll put it like this, but it's actually a bridge. 10 and 15, which pays 20 bucks. You get paid 10 for the flat, 10 for your odds. You had a total of $25 at risk to win 20. Is that a better bet? Or is a flat 25 a better bet where you're winning the same size? You're winning 25 instead of 20 for the same risk. $5 more profit for the same risk. Against the 4 or 10, if that's the point, look at this. If you're at 10, and let's say you're even at 20, 20 wins you 10. You're at 30 bucks in risk to win $20 versus having a single $25 bet that wins you 25 bucks. Less risk, more reward on a flat bet on the don't. I like a flat bet better than the odds bet. Now, you are fighting the come out. To get a $25 don't pass bet through, you got to beat the 7 on the come out. And that 7 comes on the come out. About 16% of the come out rolls are going to be a 7. Okay. You got to know that going into there. So 16% of the time you're going to lose this bet. So that's why a lot of guys will go short. We'll go $10 here and they'll go higher 30 bucks or so in odds because they can afford to lose 10 on the come out and they're going to make it up here in odds. But that high risk, low reward is where the don't, I think that's what gets you in the don't. It doesn't help you. So all that to say, what I want when I play the don't is 2 flats. I want 2 flat bets. I like to have a flat don't pass. I like a flat don't come. I don't care where they end up, 9 and 6, who cares? I want 2 flats because the flat don't bet pays the best. I don't want to drop odds all over the place. Now, you got to beat it twice. To get to this point, you got to beat the 7 here. You got to beat the 7 here in the don't come. So let's look at 2 ways to get around that. Okay, and it doesn't matter what your bet levels are, but let's go ahead and do it at, I'll do a $30, we get a $10 table. Let's say a $30 DP to start. Puck is off, okay? Move 1, this is a 2-move system. Move 1 is yesterday's move. This is a $60 whatever. $60 9, $60 6 or 8, whatever you want to do. You can do 30 and 30, that's a great move, that pays 50 bucks. Whatever you want to do, something up here laid to get that one out. It's got to be 2x. This has got to be 60 against 30 up here, at least 2x to get you through. On the 5 or 9, that shows profit. On the 6 or 8, that shows profit. On the 4 or 10, 60 pays 30, you're even. So you got to be at 2x down here to get the first one through. That's yesterday's move. This is a combination move, okay? Let's assume we beat it. We get a 5. Now your next move is to get a don't come bet through. How do we get the don't come bet through? Well, there's 2 ways. The dial-in way, the skill and luck way of doing that is with math, okay? We're going to take 15 bucks, which is half of that. So you have a don't pass for 30. Half of that amount goes into the DC, like so. If a 7 comes, you're going to lose 15. You're going to win 30. Your net is 15. Okay, so you go half into the DC, it goes where it goes, and now you've got 30 and 15, 45 bucks to win. Great system. That's the move. That's the first simple move is that. It's a simple math play. 30 bucks here, 60 bucks here, 90 bucks here means 15, 45 or 60 up here. Whatever you got here, half of it goes here. That's the first move, okay? The alternative to that is to keep both bets the same size. I would like to get a $30 don't come bet through. Well, if I do it like this, 30 bucks and they don't come, straight up like that, that's fine. If the 7 comes, if it's a PSO, which we all know and love, the PSO, you break even. I don't like breaking even, right? I don't like breaking even. I think breaking even, if you can get around it, right? So that's why the skill way of doing like a this plus half makes sense. Now, the John Patrick way is to lay the point. It's basically a big ricochet. So what you would do down there is lay the point for a lot. Lay it for like 100.5 or something. Some multiple of 30, but lay it for a bunch. You can lay it for just double, which is fine. If you want to lay it for 60, it's great. Lay it for 60. That wins 40. That wins 30. This would lose 30. So this would essentially pay that, and you're walking out with 40 bucks. Okay? So your odds play is a one-roll odds bet. You drop odds one time to get this bet through, and now you'd have two bets that are equal in size. Your odds come back down again. So it's a look at doing this two ways: either half the don't, or big odds and come through, and the big odds should pay at least what that pays. Ideally, your odds pay what you're going to lose. That's the idea. And I was talking to Bob, our friend from chat, old number 7, PS Bob. We were talking about this, and I know that this percentage is wrong. In your head, it's going to be wrong, but it's right. Okay. We know that. Let's say we get a point of 5. Let's say we're in the don't come. Right now, right? The PSO should occur 16% of the time. 16% of all rolls after the point's been established should be a 7. That's statistics. What you actually see is over 25% that happens. And again, rhythm-based. It's a rhythm thing. You find that we get a point and a 7. It just seems to work. And again, over time, I've logged this out. 22 to 28% of the time, we see a 7 immediately following the point. He says to me in email, well, if that's the case, shouldn't you have a one-roll lay? Shouldn't you have a point be set and go like 150 on whatever the point is every single time? Like, let the point get set, put a huge ass set of odds out there, catch that PSO when it happens. I'm saying, sure, that makes good sense to me. One roll, and while I'm at it, I'm going to be in here. I'll give up a little bit of this. If we don't get the PSO with the big payout, we get a second flat bet, and we're happy. And that's my move. So there's the two moves. We're going to roll this out today. I'm going to put two players up, both at the same level. We're going to go 30 bucks and 30 bucks. One player is going to do the odds play. One player is going to do the halfway play, and we're going to see who does better. I'm only going to put a few bucks in the racks here. I'm not going to put a lot. Let's put like 200 bucks in each guy's rack. They've got. We'll put 200 is fine. We don't need a lot. We're gonna play this for a short period of time here. 200 bucks in each guy's rack. They'll each get a quarter's worth of nickels. I'll make change as I need to. And hopefully you can see their money. Let me go switch to the larger view of the table for you here. Hold on. There's the larger table view, I hope. Let me get roll tracker going. Hold on a second. Firefox. Let's do the roll tracker for coffee and craps. All right. Let's see here. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. The big thing to avoid on all this is going to be the repeater. The repeated point will kill you here. So we're going to choose the 9 like yesterday. Both guys are going to do the same thing. They're both going to put 60 bucks up on the 9 as a lay. We're going to play that part the same way. We're going to assume that yesterday's play is the play. Okay? Man in the front, here in the front part of the rack, if you can see that, he is going to get lined up there for you. This guy here is going to play the skill and luck way. He's going to play half the bankroll, half the don't pass come here. This guy in the back is going to do a bigger lay. Matter of fact, I got to give him more money. I'm going to give him a couple $100. He's going to need more money to make the bigger lay. We'll account for that in the count up. All right, here we go. Puck's off. Let me bring the roll tracker thingy over, and we will see. We'll see what's going to happen. I know that you're going to be talking about, and actually, why don't you talk about in the chat what to lay? I mean, yesterday we had some good thoughts, right? Darksiders like, hey, don't just bet the 9 every single time, right? You just pick a number out of the hat, right? Ideally, what I would do here is I would lay the last number made. I'm a big Ricochet fan. I would lay the last thing that happened, which I think is opposite of what Darksider would say. Lay the thing that's not happening. I'm going to go with probability and not say that you're not going to do a direct repeat of one roll. So let's go. Let's get a point established, and let's see what happens here. We have a 5-2-7. Look at that. Both players make money. They make $10. You lose 30. You win 40. Each guy has a $10 net on that one. That's awesome. Love it. I love net wins. Beautiful thing. 5-2-7. Let's mark that up. 5-2-7. Oh, there you go. Come out 7. All right, let's go. Awesome. Oh, look at that. 6-1, come out 7. A 6-1. Another $10. Look at us. Look at us winning money over here. It's just like the 7s followed me from the garage into the basement. It's crazy. Aces. All right, aces. So that's cool. So again, these are like, it's fine. These are bonus wins. $30 each. Not part of the strategy. Like, it's nice that they both won, but that's not what I'm here to show you. Let's put the aces in. Matter of fact, I wish that wouldn't have happened, frankly, because I want them to win on their own merit. Hey, we got a 6. We got a 6-6, easy 6. Now, what's going to happen here is this. Skill on the left-hand side here is going to take his lay bet down, back to his rack. He's going to take $15 and come to the don't with $15, okay? This player here, we're going to put our lay bet down here on the don't and come through with the same sized bet. Now, I'm doing this way because the 7 comes, right? We lose here, or we lose here and win here. There's a wash. This $60 becomes 20. So it becomes a little bit of profit on the way out if we lose. So we're going to go just 2x here to what's here. Instead of doing huge, it's 2x. That's going to be the move for today. So 5-1-6. We're not going to deviate at all. Let's get 2 don't bet set. Going to avoid the 6. And look what happens here. Right? We get the ricochet. So unfortunately, the second player loses on the ricochet. The lay bet kills him. Happens. Both players, though, have a don't bet. So he lost $60 on that lay, but he's got a bigger flat bet back here on the DC. Now we have 2 bets on the DC, right? Here's the interesting thing. On the come out right now, I feel like this player here with the 15 and the 30 has $45 at risk on the come out. This player here has no risk on the come out. So he incurred a loss coming through here, right? Which is crappy. It sucks. The reward for that though is that now he's got these 2 bets here. I didn't take the money out of the rack for the don'ts. Sorry. There, both guys paid the bank from their racks. So that's the point here, right? These 2 players are playing the same kind of thing. And again, people say the don't pass is boring. There's no strategy to it. You're just playing against 7. Well, here's the strategy. You got to think about this now. What do you do here, right? If I'm player A or player B, I'm a wash. I don't need anything laid to save me on the come out. This player here does. This player here has got a net $15 at risk. He's got 15 on the 7, 30 against the 7. He's got to come out at least, I think, for a $30 lay 9 or lay something. Maybe he just puts $30 at odds on that 6, right, to win a quarter. Maybe that's the best move here. Play the ricochet style where you lay the last thing that came. He's got to put extra money out here on the come out to cover this because he would lose 30. He'd win 15 and 25. So he ends up winning. I'm sorry, yeah, 15 and 25. He ends up winning $40 net. He'll net 15 out of the thing. He's got to put more risk out there to now cover himself. That's an interesting twist to this thing, where this guy, even though he lost, doesn't have to deal with that. Let's come out and see what happens. 4-1-5. Okay, cool. So we have a new point of 5. Nobody cares. The lay bet for skill can come back to his rack, and now they're both playing the 7. Okay, no extra odds. We got 2 beautiful flat bets. 2 beautiful flat bets. I love the flat bets. I just want to see a 7 before 6 or before 5. Right? Let's get the 5. Did I log the 5 in or no? I didn't. Let's put the 5 in as a point. Now we're just going to bring Garage John to the basement. Right? Bring Garage John in here. Let's get me a 7 and make this damn thing happen, huh? Or we can roll our third 6 in 4 rolls and lose again. Look at that, 4-2-6. Here is the don't come. The don't come against the hot shooter is a soul crusher. Now, we're not going to chase it. We're not going to chase it. We're going to let the 7 roll against the 5. We're not going to repeat the process. We could repeat the process. I think as a game player, I would not repeat the process. As a demonstrator of the move, I'm going to repeat the process. Okay, as a demonstrator of the move, I'm doing this only for your benefit, not because I'd play this way. Once you get picked off out here, I think you got to be done. But let's watch the move happen again. Let's watch it happen one more time. So again, the guy on the bottom, and they're really kind of in the same spot here, but here's what's going to happen. Skill goes out for a $15 don't, protected by his $30 flat. The other guy is going to come out 60 as a lay against the 5 with a $30 don't. Let's see what happens. Let's avoid that 5. Or let's avoid, what are we looking? We're avoiding the 5. We don't want a 5 here. Come on. Can I get around it? Oh, you freaking, whatever. 6-5, yo, we lose it all. Look, talk about having your strategy get wiped by your own bad luck. I'm gonna do it again. Let's get some blacks here. Notice how this guy here's already burned through all of his green chips. Getting crushed up here. I'm gonna do it again because again I want to demonstrate the move, but that happens, right? They don't come. There's your nemesis right there. I don't hedge it. I don't like bleeding that money out if I don't have to. I think the 2s and the 3s will pay us more often. I hope. There's a 10, hard 10. So advantage, even though we both lost up there, those move over, these odds can come down. The advantage here really is with this guy now, right? He's got $30 against the 10 versus 15. He's in good shape. He'll make more money on the 7 if it should come than the other player will. And again, I would not have done this. I would have let that bet ride itself out, but I wanted to show you how to come through. I'm glad we got an 11 because it demonstrates the ugly. Here we go. Let's get big red. Of course, right there it is. There's the 1, 2, 3. We needed that a roll ago. 2, 1, 3. And there's the 5. So, yeah, baby, we're going to lose everything. Again, we're just going to go bankrupt on all my sessions. So these will go away. They're both going to come back out. He's got to get some change to make it happen. All right, they're both out for 30. Again, this player here has 30 and 30. He doesn't need to hedge anything for the come out roll. He's clean for the come out, totally good. This guy here has 30 at risk down there and 15 covering it. He's got to lay something to make that happen. If he takes $30 and lays the 10, which was the last number that rolled, he'll win 15 and 15 that's 30. That saves his 30. So he's gonna have to go out with an additional little tiny hedge here of $30 to save it, where this guy doesn't. And again, rhythm of the don't. When you get a don't come through, size matters when you're looking at how you're gonna save your don't pass with it. So here, this guy here is kind of in a except for the 11, a good spot. All right, here we go. New point coming. New point's going to be a, oh, look at that, 617. This is a beautiful thing. 617 on the come out. So what happens, this player, they both lose down there, okay? This player here on his $30 wins $30. He can go right back out for 30 bucks and put this back in his rack, and he's clean. This player here lost 30. He wins 15 on the flat. He wins 15 on his odds. He's even. That hedge saved him, right? That's good. That's really good that that happened that way. But he had to take extra risks to get it done. Now, he goes back out. Both players are now in the same spot. They have their don'ts, need to be saved. What do you save them on? Well, if you follow my logic, it's the last thing that rolled, which was a 10. The last good number was a 10. Let's mark that. We already did. So I think you got to lay the 10. I think you got to come out here with a $60 lay of the 10 at least to make it work. All right, 60 to win 30. It's an even bet. No winning on this one, but you'll be safe down here. Let's just avoid the 11. And it's a 9, 5, 4, 9. 5 and a 4, that's a 9. It's our new point. First player, lay bet comes down. Goes into the don't for 15 bucks. Half of his don't. Second player, lay bet, moves and becomes a new lay bet as he's got 30 bucks coming through. So he's gonna move his lay bet down here. One roll, PSO, he makes money. We're good. Let's go. 4, 3, 7. Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good result. Good to see that this happened. We got everything that could happen has happened, which is great. We got picked off, all the things. So in a 7, both of these lose. He loses 30, he loses 15, okay? But he wins 30. So this guy here has a loss of 15, a win of 30. His net out of that hand is 15 bucks in profit. Take this back to the rack. The other player lost 30, which pays the flat bet essentially, and he has $20 over here. 20 for 60. So he makes a little bit of money coming through that. Now, I'm going to bring his odds back up to the 9. The 9 was the last thing rolled. His odds roll up there. His money comes to his rack. Skill also will do a $60 lay 9. Again, 9 was the last number rolled. We lay the last thing rolled. Let's avoid, quote unquote, ricochet if we can. Here we go, coming up. It's a 4, 2, 6, a 4, 2, 6. All right, sweet. 4, 2, 6. Skill pulls his money back. Goes $15 in the don't. The other player moves his lay bet down to the line for one roll. For one roll only, we're down there. 4, 2, 6 is the point. Let's avoid the 6. Oh, he's got to come through. Sorry, with his lay, or with his DC. Let's do it. That's a 5, a 3, 2. 3, 2, 5 to fever. 3, 2, 5. We got our don'ts to come through. Both guys are happy. The odds come back. Bob's your uncle. Now we got what we want. Both players have got 2 advantaged bets, right? You got flat bets against the 6 for the 7. You got a flat bet against the 5 for the 7. That both players are in a great spot right now. Now we just let nature take its course, and hopefully we get Big Nasty to come show up. And let's rub our guy here for good luck. Come on. Come on. Good luck, bad luck. It's a 6, 3, 9. We dodged the 9 by 1 roll, which is good. 6, 3. There it is. Let's go. Let's go. 4, 2, 6. We're picking ourselves off here. A lot of points being made today. We lose down here. Fine. Not fine, but it's whatever. Let's go back out. 30 bucks for him. 30 bucks for him. And we're in that same spot where this player here is perfectly hedged off. He's good. No need to go any bigger on the lay. This player here is upside down. He's going to have to come out laying $30 on something. Okay? Whatever you want to lay it on the last number is what I would probably do. However, there's a vig there. He could lay it on the 5. That's no vig required. It's true odds back here. And he's already got a bet on it. That might be the cleaner move, I think. Regardless, he's got to put money out to make this work. So let's do it. Let's get a new point established here. We'll stay on the 5 Keep those odds clean. It's good. It worked out perfectly for us. 6 or a 7, 5, 2, 7. Again, both players lose on the don't. This player here, skill, is going to get paid 15 flat. And for his 5, he's going to get paid 20. If you take 20 and 5, that's a quarter. Oh my God, come on, John. Put his $30 back. $5 coming back to the rack. Plus his 15. He's clean. This player over here, oh wait, that comes back too. Sorry about that. This player here pays himself. Essentially, that pays $30. That goes right back down here. No harm, no foul, nothing. So skill won a little bit of money there, but he had to risk the lay to do it. Same position here, right? This comes back down. Now we restart the process. The last number rolled was a 6, it looks like. So we can go back on the 6, both of us. Again, chase the last thing that happened, or whatever, attack the last thing that happened, however you want to word that. There we go. There it is, laying the last thing. Avoid the ricochet, get a new point. Let's make it happen. Oh my God. Oh, kidding. 415. 415, the fever. We're on the 5. Beauteous. Make big odds. He's going to come to the don't come for 15. He's coming for 30. 5 is marked, yeah? Okay, here we go. Oh, we did it again. No, we didn't. I thought it was a 5. I thought it was a 5. 6, 4, 10. 6, 4, 10. It's beautiful. 2 great don't pass or don't comes. Look at us. Odds come back to me. We're both in a great spot. This guy's just in a little bit better spot. He's in a $15 better spot up here, but we're both loving it. How about a 7? How about not picking ourselves off? Here's a 5-1, 5-1-6, 5-1-6. There's a yo, which we dodge. 6-5 yo. What's that, a 3-1-4? 3-1-4. 3-1-4. Uh-oh, I lobbed the dice. Are they going to yell at me? Hey, 4-3-7. 4-3-7. So here's the first time, I think, where everything pays, which is awesome. So down here, everybody's getting paid flat. $30 and $30. That's awesome. Up here, it's 15 and 30. So there's a small advantage to the guy that did the odds to come out. So again, big risk to get through here for the one roll. This guy has incurred less risk, but of course, in this case, $15 less reward. The 10 and the 4, not the greatest payments, but there's still a $15 advantage over here. So that's cool. Let's bring it all back. We're gonna call it here. I just wanted to give you a chance to see the moves. Little quick demonstration there of where we landed. So this guy here ends up with a little bit of a loss, maybe. Well, I think he won about $10. There's his starting 125. He won a quarter. Okay. There's a quarter of profit. The other guy lost money because he got picked off a number of times. Let's see how bad he did, though. And again, I think I misplayed. I misplayed. I know I did on purpose that one. Let's make this look like a quarter. He's got that and that. Actually, he's not down by much. There's his starting bankroll. That's it. He basically broke even. We had the $100 chip here just in case we needed to break it for something to do big odds. I never actually used it. So he broke even. So this guy won a quarter, the guy broke even. Rhythm of the table, it is what it is. I think it's cool to see the two moves. I think it's cool to see huge odds to get that through. I think it's cool to see half bet to get that through. It's the same idea. And then again, how it flipped, right? I want to show you that again because I think it was kind of cool, right? You both have this. At the end of the day, when there's a $15 don't and a $30 don't on the same number, and the puck is off, this player, although he had that huge risk here on that come-through roll, right? Now he's in a great spot without having to put more money up. This guy here has to put more money up. He's got to come into his rack for $30 more at least and incur the risk on the 9 again. This guy has a risk-free roll on the come out, which is kind of cool. There's arguments to be made on the don't to have 3, 1, and then 2 DCs up here, which, fine, right? If you want 2 DCs, I think that's actually good because then the 7, come out 7 is a pure profit play for you. And again, if you're going to come out here now with a second DC bet, neither guy has to hedge a thing, right? He can come through at $15 again. The 7, that's a wash, that's a win. Same thing here. He comes through with $30, same deal. 7 comes, that's a wash, that's a win. He wins 30. I think having 2 DCs working is good. Overall, 2 I think is two don't numbers. I think is the right. I've done so much analysis on this. 2 seems to be the right. So there it is. There it is. All right. Let's see here. Let's go and look at questions. Yeah, one of these days I see. Let's see. No questions that I haven't already answered. Any PCs that I gotta look at? This is PSYOP. Make sure we keep practicing. That's so true. That is so true. That's pretty funny. Tell the Hat Man to say ah. That's pretty funny. And on point. I love the Hat Man. The Hat Man is awesome, man. That's my favorite guy right there. He's so cool. There's actually a. I'm gonna put him on the side so you can see him better. There's actually like a truck stop here in Washington. On the way, it's in the middle of nowhere. It's like on the way from here to Portland. You go to this truck stop. Everything in the truck stop is skeletons. Like you walk in there for a coffee, and there's like they got probably 50 different versions of this kind of thing. I got coffee mugs from there. Everything is a skeleton or a sword. It's crazy. It's kind of fun. Anyway, On Point wants to know this question too. Why do I always have to break strategy? It's what I do. It's what I do. Here's the thing, man. And then go back to the other screen so you can see my lovely face. I break strategies not on purpose, obviously. It's fun to break them. I'll put that back up there. It's fun to break them. And I think the morning paycheck is the best way to break them because you see them over the course of time. But we all have these great ideas. Everybody's got these great, and I have great ideas too. Ways I love to play, things I think are going to work. You know, all these things make a lot of sense until you put dice to it. And once you start putting dice to it, you see things like this. And Kevin is saying this. He likes hybrid strats because every table's choppy, right? Was there a more choppy table than this morning's table, right? With the 4 something SRR, 6, 7, 4, 7, 6, 7, 4, 7, 7, 7, 10, 7. So choppy, right? Hybrids work, in air quotes, on a choppy table. It keeps you alive. All that hybrids do is keep you alive. You'll never win playing hybrid. You'll never win playing a hybrid. You'll stay alive in a hybrid until something good happens. And that's the whole point of hybrid play, is to keep alive until something happens. When it happens, you're set up for it. Whereas somebody like me, this morning playing the 410 Bank Street, let's say the next roll that happened was the monster roll, and I was not there for it because I was out of money, right? Without having any 7 protection at all, my bankroll just did a straight nosedive. And at the end of it, I would have been out and not there for the next roll. So there's a goodness to hybrid that I think saves you and keeps you floating, but it's not a moneymaker. Hybrids are not moneymakers. All right, there we go. I think that's all I got to say. Hey, Waylon, thank you for saying that. I keep it real. Always. I'll never bullshit anybody. I do this. I've done 600 live shows. No, 600 total videos. I've done 330 something live shows now. I don't win very often, as you can see, but that's the casinos, man. I mean, Vegas is not a big ass city with all those lights because we win, right? They lose. I'm trying to show us ways that we can play somewhat safe, and when it happens, that we do the right things with our money, and we're smart players. Tomorrow, I've got a really good thing to talk about. Tomorrow, I guess I can't. Tomorrow's Friday Follies. Tomorrow, I can't be serious tomorrow. Next week, I'll do it. Next week, I have a breakdown for you of something that Myopia movie asked me. Because I say this a lot. I'd rather have every roll be a 7 length, and 5 box numbers, than have 3 PSOs and a 40 roller. You're insane. Why would you do that? You're insane. Baseball metrics have shown they'd rather have a strikeout or a home run than a bunch of singles. I wasn't raised that way, number one. And I want to do some analysis. I want to take us through a journey of what it looks like to win steady amounts versus big home runs, big swings and misses, and see how that feels to us. So that's going to be a topic for next week. That might be the whole topic for next week. We might just go through all next week doing that, along with some more badass crap moves. So our next badass crap moves, as you can see, is laying the back wall. The BDC, his idea initially, we've all used it for different things and for different reasons and at different times. So we'll talk about laying the back wall as a badass crap moves. It might be the most badass craps move that there is. Just putting it out there. All right, folks, that's it. It's 9 o'clock. It's been 2 straight hours. I wish my morning show would be faster. I wish I could do my paycheck in 10 minutes, but I can't. So I'm tired. I got to get something to drink and something to eat. So y'all have a good day. It's Thursday, so tomorrow, Friday Follies. Look for me to again buy in for like $50,000 and see how fast I can lose it. That's tomorrow. Or maybe I'll make $1 million. We'll see. Y'all have a good day. Have a great Thursday. Love every one of you. Thanks for being subscribers. Thanks for being my friends. And thanks for being so awesome in the chat and lifting this community up. I think we've got a really good thing going here, and I couldn't be more proud of what we built and happy to call y'all colleagues. So that's it. Have a great day. I'll see you in the morning. Bye.